was ready when we got here. So that's awesome. And our first delivery is 16 minutes away. All right, and the next drop off is literally right around the corner. All right, we're gonna go pick up at Zaxby's. It was a $11 order for like 4.7 miles. So, okay, that was probably the biggest order I have ever picked up from Zaxby's. It was 3 bags full of stuff and 4 drinks. Oh yeah, these drinks are so big and so heavy. And I'm putting them in my hot bag to make sure they don't spill all over my car, because that would be an absolute tragedy. Okay, so I decided to take a shopping order on DoorDash for $23.10, I think, to go 10 miles, but it's 4 miles to the store and it's only 15 items. So I think that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty simple. There's a couple replacements I had to make, not a problem. But it looks like
Drive west, then turn right.
17 minutes to the customer. So I'm liking the money to time ratio right here. I'm gonna try to turn my camera around here in a minute and let you see how beautiful this sky is. Target order because it's like for $20.75 to customers, so that should be super easy and fast to shop. It said it was 14 miles, but I'm 6 miles away from Target, so yeah, because this delivery put me kind of like in the back of a community, so that's why like a good portion of what I'm about to drive is just getting back onto a main road. Yeah, it's gonna take me like 45 minutes, maybe. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna start working our way back towards home, because it probably is gonna be right at that 9 o'clock mark, and I'm a little bit further from home than I usually want to be, so I might not be home in time to watch an episode of Stranger Things, but I guess we'll find out. Okay. That took a little bit longer than I wanted it to because
Drive west, then turn right.
One of the customers was looking for a little book for her little baby, but they didn't have any. So I went to a couple different departments and asked a couple different associates if they had any. But there was no such luck. So I took the extra time to make sure that they didn't have what I was looking for, because it was for, she had gotten passies for a 0 to 3 month old. So I knew she was probably looking for something for the babe, and I wanted to make sure she got it if it was available, but there wasn't any left. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this to the first customer, which was just paper towels. And it'll be about 12 minutes until I get there. Okay, that order is dropped off. And now we're 7 minutes away from the other one. All right, so her directions were great. Very straightforward and easy to get to. I'm gonna start heading back to my zone. I think I might turn on, Uber Eats, because I could care less about my acceptance rate on that, and see if I can get a couple of calls or at least one to get me home. Who knows? That way, at least, because I'm kind of further than I want to be, which I've been saying that a lot lately, but I couldn't really do much because, no, I'm not saying that. It was a shorter shift, so I just wanted to make money in it, so I couldn't keep, like, saying no to, like, good orders, you know? That didn't make much sense. So, I don't know. We're going to see what we can get between here and home. If I don't get anything worth taking, it's not that big of a deal. All right, I snagged one last delivery. It's pretty much halfway between here and home, so the miles seem to be long, but they're miles I'd be driving anyway. And so it's an order for $10.64 for Chipotle, and 7 miles are from here to Chipotle. So it's like 2 miles, I think, from Chipotle to the person's home. So whatever, I'll take that and get me to a little bit higher, at least while I'm on my way home. And then once I deliver that, I'm probably going to be done. I don't want to waste any more time. It's 9:24. By the time I get this done, it's probably going to be another 15 to 20 minutes from now. And then I'll come back with numbers, let you know how the day went, and head home to my little family. I just took an add-on for $5.30 for an extra 3 miles because it was for Crumble Cookie and it's right there by the Chipotle. So I just figured, why not? Okay. I'll never really understand the whole, like, deliver me Crumble cookies. Like, this person got a 3-pack of mini cookies. Tipped me like $3, and definitely they're overpriced even when they're at the store, let alone what they must cost on Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever. But it is what it is, and I'm 5 minutes away from the delivery, 4 minutes away from the delivery of the Crumble cookies, and it's handed to me, and I have to collect a pin. All right, drop that off, and now I'm 2.5 miles away from my last customer of the night. 7 more minutes, and then I will be back with my numbers. It is 10 o'clock on the dot. I worked 6 hours and 20 minutes and made $136.34. So that came out to $21.64 an hour, which is pretty good. I did end up driving a total of 95 miles today, so that only gave us like $1.43 a mile. Not too far off from where I'd like to be, but definitely lower than where I wanted to be. But what can you do? I made money today, so that's good. Gas is pretty expensive right now, so I probably went through just over a quarter of a tank in that time, which isn't that bad. I say just over a quarter of a tank because I'm at just over 3/4 of a tank right now, and I did fill up my tank. And so there is kind of where it fills over, but so I have to kind of account for that too. It's not just a quarter of a tank, it's definitely more than that. But yeah, today was an overall bittersweet day. It was birthday festivities officially over because my sister-in-law slash best friend had to leave today to go back home. But I know that we're going to be going out there to visit again this summer, so it's only a few more months and then we get to see each other again. And so yeah, thanks guys, thanks for joining me today. I know it was probably a weird day because I'm just trying to get back into the mode after having this kind of extra exciting weekend of company and birthday celebrations. And I forgot to add earlier that I tried axe throwing for the first time. My sister-in-law and my husband and I went on Sunday was pretty fun. I'm still feeling it, don't get me wrong. But we definitely enjoyed ourselves. I wonder if any of you guys have ever tried axe throwing. Let me know in the comments. Okay, well, I'm going to go now, but thank you again for joining me. Please like and subscribe. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.